sort of know his wife. Yeah. Yeah, talk about Tennessee weirdos.
I'm here for it. 100%.
Leon Spinks played bass in a fun band.
Yeah.
These are just made up rumors about celebrities.
Oh, they're made up.
Fred Savage eats frog legs.
I mean, why would one not?
Tim Buckley had diabetes.
9
Just-
egg yolks and
it's, you know,
6
it's shit
teaspoons
that's
of
not worth
vanilla.
making up, you know, like, the fact that it's so off the wall makes it believable.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. It's
Gigi Allen voted for Jimmy Carter.
Now, see, who would believe that? That's just absolutely ridiculous. You just have to believe that.
pretty sure GGL never voted.
Right?
Fun fact. Maybe I should say this for the recording.
I am recording. You're good.
The day I was born, Jimmy Carter got attacked by a swamp rabbit.
A swamp rabbit?
Check the headlines.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. See,
Around the time I was born, I think he was out in the water on a canoe.
How big was it?
Like, the fuck is a swamp rabbit? Like, I'm curious, genuinely.
I think they made it out to be more than it was, but it was just like a rabbit swimming towards him while he tried to chase it off with his paddle. And, you know, a lot of anti-Jimmy Carter people were
Making up
posting
bullshit.
headlines about fucking swamp rabbits chasing him out of the water.
It also might have been like Richard Nixon dressed as a rabbit.
Oh, yeah, it might have been.
I almost feel like that would be less entertaining than an exaggerated rabbit.
Or Ronald Reagan. He's like, here's my next role.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
So much for bedtime for Bonzo. I'm going to be Swamp Rabbit for Jimmy.
Okay, I think we're all good and set up now, as good as we can be.
Some muckraking.
All right, yeah. Let's do this thing. All right, everybody. I'm Thomas, and this is the next episode of KAAMP. That is the Knoxville Area Artist Networking podcast platform thing. And if my new friends would introduce themselves about now, that would be really awesome. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
hello, Andrew.
My name's Andrea Markle. I am a partner with NEGATORY, which is a traveling gallery at this point. We're trying to start something in Knoxville that's not affiliated with the usual avenues and spaces for showing art in downtown. When, you know, there's some bigger grant-oriented folks and or just showing at a coffee shop or a bar or a bookstore. We're looking to pull some friends out of the woodwork and show some art. I've studied art. I got my undergrad from UT Knoxville, and then my graduate MFA degree from SUNY Purchase in New York, and longtime friends with Adam, and we had a mutual understanding of what we're going for.
Yeah.
Let me pass it on to him.
Yeah, my name's Adam Deal. Been in and out of Knoxville. I would claim this town as my home for sure. But yeah, we're trying to start this traveling gallery thing called Negatory with the hopes of one day maybe having a permanent spot somewhere here. But yeah, so far we've had 3 pop-up shows and they've all been fairly successful. And yeah, I don't have a degree in anything.
Can I follow up with, like, I sure as fuck don't need one, let alone 2. I did learn a lot, but also a lot about what not to do.
Oh, do that loud if you want.
Sellers.
That's totally fine.
All right.
It doesn't matter. Like,
I'll be drinking this entire time.
We're all about, you know, feeling like we're in the room here, so that is totally okay.
Yeah, I've got some suds too,
But yeah, I just think Knoxville needs something different. All the galleries here are pretty soft, and there's no gallery that's open, you know, during regular business hours. That
Right.
allows people to just walk in and view the art outside of the first Friday shows. And
That's pretty lame.
yeah, a friend and I had a business partner back in 05, from 05 to 08. we had a place called Host Clothing down in downtown Knoxville where Locks, the hair salon, is currently. We existed there for 3 years, and we'd have, we had bands come through. We had a lot of really good artists come through and have shows, and
They had some killer T-shirts.
yeah,
that they would
it
make,
was a print
and,
shop. We printed the shop.
the shows that would happen. My first band played one.
But
of
at the
our
same
first
time,
shows
the foot traffic in that area was really light, and there wasn't a lot going on. But that's hence it, kind of died off because of that, I think. But yeah, I would like to do something similar to that now.
So you've been doing a lot of making your own spaces to connect to the crowds that want to see art around here. I have similar experiences with my art show series because I don't like dealing with all these legacy assholes around here running around like acting like they own the culture. That's not really cool.
Oh, you mean like the new people coming into town?
Oh yeah, all the
Yeah.
let's just say the established galleries around town. To keep it vague and mildly threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how they operate inside the art ecosystem here in town. So I think they're really
nothing's exciting me.
No.
There's some exclusivity in that.
They're not very inclusive, and it's kind of highbrow, and there's no risk taking involved in any of these spaces.
Because you have to go through a lot of channels, like well supervised content as well. Because I was just reading about, again, I don't want to listen because I want to alienate anyone, and I am really stoked that these folks are making some cool shit in Knoxville happen. Under whatever
It's
umbrella.
Okay. I can
but
be the negative Nancy here. It's my show. It's totally okay.
No, I'm ready to hate on all of it.
Okay, good. Because me too. I'm 100% here to talk shit at least a little bit.
Some folks just got like a $4.7 million grant to fix up a space on Gay Street and make it like they're saying an immersive thing, which is cool. But also, they got that grant from like, it does list which sources, and I'm like, can't we get like a chunk of that? Because we could make $1,000 stretch in the way that they can probably get like 300,000 to stretch.
Yeah.
Maybe
we need to talk to
like
Randy
more,
Boyd though. Maybe we should open our gallery in the baseball stadium.
Sure.
But see, if you did that, you would have to say the most inflammatory shit in that space because, like, that's
but maybe we could use that to get in there and then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Where can't that guy go? But also, what would he want? Like, I don't know.
He's gonna want a lot.
Going through,
Yeah, there's not a single punk rock bone in his body that wants that to happen. No.
That's the thing. I mean, like, we get something neat going, which we are. It's already happened. Like, the ball is rolling, and it's just gonna be getting weirder and cooler.
As it does.
Maybe wider.
Have you attended our shows?
No, not yet. And I wanted to pick your brains about them.
Yeah.
Kelly Ferguson says hi, by the way.
Hey, Kelly.
She came out to my art event the other night and spurred some of this conversation. So, yeah. World is small.
Great.
Yeah.
World is small.
Yeah, she wrote a really awesome article on our last show.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
So she's relatively new to this town, right?
Yeah, she is.
Already kicking ass.
Taking a few names.
No,
I was going to say.
And I love the name Hellmouth. I couldn't think of a better name
that's a great name for
I've always been a fan of that word for sure. Yeah. No, but the first one we did was at Sassy Ann's. Are you familiar with that venue? Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was haunted.
I spent 3. Like I think I was there for like 3 full days, like 100 hours at least, just like trying to figure out how to hang all these random people's art and with all these corners and little nooks, when all the while there was art already on the walls and we couldn't remove it. So it's just like trying to figure this out, but it worked in the end. Yeah.
Sarah, who let us, rent the space. Her mom is Big Vicky, who runs it. she said it was fine for us to take stuff off the walls and just kind of go to town. They never had an art show there before, so
Well, I mean,
she was super
that
helpful
kind of
with
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like the spirits there accepted it though. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
In
you
the spirit of
channeled
a
a
good time,
painting.
Yeah.
The spirit of a good time, absolutely.
I'd never been there without well, say loud music and a ton of other people. So when we were hanging the show, then
Just looking around at the quiet room like, this isn't normally how this goes.
there was a point where Adam left to pick up some art, and I was just kind of like,
Yeah, but
moving things around, and I went to the bathroom and heard like, oh, Adam must be back, because I heard someone upstairs, and that feeling when someone like you feel that someone else is in the building. So I went upstairs and I was like, yo, I moved this to here. No, nobody
I
was
heard
there.
so many fucking ridiculous noises in there that I shouldn't have heard, like things, and that happened with the last one.
The church?
Yes.
Yeah, Jess was telling
No,
me
I was
about
in there
that.
by myself, and like things were just flying off the wall. Like the trash can in the kitchen, the lid just jumped off of it and landed in the middle of the kitchen. Why would it do that?
Rats.
It wasn't even
I was gonna say,
like
there's no
the trash
opossum
wasn't.
in it.
The trash was not full. It wasn't full. There was no pressure from like the contents of the trash, and it just
I heard that happen too, but it was after you told me about that happening, and then like taking down the next day, like it happened again, and Jess
that
said
happened again.
Yeah,
Okay.
like heard a sound, thought you were back. Jess and Brendan were there, and I was like, oh, check the kitchen. And
Man, I want to have another show in that church though, because seeing those musicians perform in the worship room was something really special that I think should be seen again by more people.
oh, fuck yeah. Like, I'm so glad we had the three people that we did do solo sets. There's Jason Boardman of Pilot Light and Stripes Light fame.
You know Jason Boardman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dakota Smith, who does A Certain Zone, and Andy Fagan, who's from like Dumb Lunch and DJ My Shit. So it was three. Ron, who is sort of like the liaison, he's an elder at Fourth Presbyterian United Church, said he was cool with us having music components. He assumed that it wouldn't be anything too crazy since it was an art show, and I was like, oh shit.
But
He hasn't seen how crazy we are, but we want to respect the fuck out of this space, and it is like a sanctuary. They're very open to like they're having like LGBTQIA plus get-togethers, and they're doing a big gathering for Black History Month because it's like United Presbyterian combined with Fourth Presbyterian, so that's why it's called Fourth United. Anyways, it's a lot of like.
I'd love to take that church over entirely for what our endeavors here, but
I mean, I think we made a pretty good impression. I'd say over the night. This show happened January 17th.
Yeah.
And
well, their congregation's like diminishing.
Yeah, they have maybe 11 congregants.
And there's also this church on Burwell that we shoot at often with Jupiter, and
not with guns, but with cameras.
No, I work in production, and we do. I work in true crime television.
Yeah.
So
there are fake guns.
Did you work on? Well, we'll see how small we can make the world real quick. Did you work on the shoot for like ATL Homicides season 2, episode 1?
I've worked on ATL Homicide.
They shot one of those episodes at my house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fun.
That's how small the world is right now.
Yeah, I've worked on that show a couple of times, and I've kind of worked on the other end of it where I had to go to Atlanta to set up lighting for the actual detectives who the show is based on, just for their interviews. So I haven't been on in the field too much with that show, but
that show's conduct a good interview.
Yeah, that show's done though. Because I think
this was several years ago.
I think the guy, one of the actors is kind of a prick. So
screw that guy.
I didn't say
whoever that is.
I think that's a general consensus. But
cool.
I think it was Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Mint Eastwood.
Mint Eastwood.
I don't know what.
Clintwood.
That's my new stripper name.
You gotta have green hair.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna
That
be
people can
Mint Eastwood,
taste.
you gotta have green hair.
It's gotta be.
Mint Eastwood.
So, yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
He was really hot. And,
I do like.
you know.
I mean, I
Old
can't.
squinty
I
eyes,
can't
so you
deny.
call him
I love a
Clint
lot of
Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood movies. All those.
I mean, the old westerns, you just can't
No,
get by 'em.
no, they're the best. They're number. I like all
The
the.
good, the bad, and the ugly.
When you get the Ennio Morricone
You can't fuck with
in
it.
there, like,
Yeah. All the
I like listening to him while I paint.
Dirty
sometimes.
Harry movies are fantastic.
Clint Eastwood, you like listening to him while you're painting?
Listen
To
to
the old western movies?
the very few lines he has. Mostly, I just like looking at him squint, like project onto the wall while
I got a
paint.
soft spot for the Dirty Harry movies too. But
Those are solid.
what's that?
They're very solid movies.
Oh, Sudden Impact. That's the
No.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very dirty, very hairy.
I watched Death Wish 1, 2, and 3 all day long.
Yeah.
I know it's not Eastwood, but same.
I'm just glad
Same
old
sort
Clint
of
wasn't too
passion.
serious about himself to not play the old man on the porch fussing at the young kids, because Gran Torino was also gold.
Oh yeah, I watched that around the time it came out, and I enjoyed it. I don't remember a whole lot about it though. But
I mean, it's pretty stereotypical old man on the corner of the block cussing
Yeah.
at the kids as they go by, get off my lawn, don't touch my
Yeah.
car, blah, 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 I'm old.
my dad took the whole
Get
family
off
to
my
watch.
car! Don't touch my lawn.
My dad took the whole family to watch that fucking Dirty Harry movie, Deadpool, back in like '88 when I was a kid.
The whole family?
Yeah, me and my fucking 3 brothers. So
Listen,
it's like
kids, it's an event.
Yeah.
It's a cultural relevant event here. We must go. It's like when Terminator 2 came out.
yeah, fucking 6-piece family. We went. Oh, we did that with Total Recall as well.
Oh, yeah, Total Recall. Love that shit.
Yeah. Terminator, when I was in grad school, which is a storied experience, and we had one of the visiting artists trying to give people recommendations on what to look at and what you're currently working on. And she told me to watch Wizard of Oz to see the difference between when you go from black and white into color, because I was kind of messing with that. And she told one of the other folks in my cohort to watch Terminator 2. So, you can kind of
I mean, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I would watch it anytime.
I would too.
Anytime.
I was like, damn, like I kind of enjoyed hearing the feedback from other people's art better than my own.
I think I'm maybe on the lower percentage here, but I'm a little more Terminator 1 myself.
Listen,
But
they're both classics.
Ugh.
it's the music. It's the dark.
The
It's the
score
dark.
on both of those films is
It's just the darkness.
Yes.
Of it. It's a little darker,
stylistically too. They're
Yeah.
very different films.
but both are great. But
So the world would be a lesser place without them.
yeah,
Those are conversations you can have without having to go to fucking school.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I did learn a lot from from Terminator 2 without being, indirectly told to watch it. Like, yeah.
At that point, it's a mild suggestion
Yeah.
from an acquaintance, and it just hooks you.
plus I have a really hard time with CGI like now, and like that movie has really good CGI, so I don't know what the problem is. Like, what are people doing differently now?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Again,
'cause that shit looks good.
over learning, like going
Yeah.
to school
That
for
liquid
this
metal
stuff.
skin
Like,
looks indeed liquid.
like maybe it was better before.
Just more work put
the
into it.
advancements.
Yeah.
Because practical
People are just shipping
effects.
stuff out now. And
I mean, did you also put on like little shows?
did I put on
like,
little
like,
shows?
Like when you were a kid, like build stuff out of Sculpey clay and then, squish it down and then like start it up again and make props out of construction paper. And so, people weren't telling you how to do it. It's just kind of wanting to see it. And so you made it.
Yeah, but also Lawnmower Man came out around the same time. And then
Oh,
that's a rough one. But
Were you young and impressionable? Is that what you're saying when Lawnmower Man came out?
I mean, I liked Lawnmower Man.
Very impressionable.
But
yeah, well, you can see a certain aesthetic in Adam's work.
it's all
With
all
that.
Lawnmower Man.
I think
Through and through, Lawnmower Man.
I mean, you got some fun stuff above you here.
That's my grandma up there.
Oh,
It is, and
Wait,
the little
the
baby is my
mask?
grandmother.
oh, not
The
not,
mask?
not the mask. It's like, huh? What'd you do to your grandma, Adam?
That
Oh,
little baby's
wow.
my grandmother.
No, I see. Oh,
So
she's
when was
cute.
that photograph taken? What's your best guess?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a guess.
It's only mildly educated. Don't go too hard.
1918.
Okay. Is that the original?
Yeah,
As
yeah.
far as you know.
Yeah, she gave it to me. That was the one thing she left to me after, or in her will.
Oh, she willed that to you.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it was
fucking
in the
great.
You had to put
basement.
it in writing.
Wow.
That picture was always hanging up in the basement next to the fireplace.
Well,
That's her grandfather holding her there.
was
That's an appropriate place for that picture.
amazing they could keep her
Yeah,
still
oh.
enough.
Yeah. How long did that? What was the
Yeah.
what was the shutter speed back then?
She looks so happy
5
in there,
seconds?
and like
I like the dome
Her
shape of that
face.
glass though. Like
You don't
like
see that
convex.
much anymore. I love the shit out of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, kind
Yeah, who the
Takes
hell's
you
making
in.
frames like that?
Nobody.
of. We could do it.
Yeah.
I used to work at a framing shop.
Mm.
Yeah. Learned some techniques from Tom Loftus.
I need some ends with some framing because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
I know the guy at Frameworks. I don't know if you know that Josh Staunton guy. Get in
Oh,
there sometimes,
I know he
but
was looking for
he does a great
someone
job,
recently.
but- oh, he did get someone. He got Abby. What's Abby's last name? She's hot on the scene. She's been around for a long time, but
Not Abby Winker.
no, not that one. Something Whistle.
Oh,
What's her?
Thistlewaite?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she works for him?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
She's been working with him
that's
for a while.
cool. She used to work at Tiger Haven and was in charge of tigers. Yeah,
Sorry, we're a
they're
little
cool.
off track
Yeah.
here.
There is no track. There is no track.
We know a lot of cool folks. There are a lot of cool folks in Knoxville. She's also big into herpetology, and she's got like snakes, lizards,
That's
No.
creatures that I've
Is
never
it-
seen.
her
people
parents
have
are like
before. British. Her dad's from England.
British scientists or something.
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, like she could be in, I don't know, Jules Verne kind of thing. Or Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
But she works there, and
Oh,
that guy does a great job. But I actually just found 2 frames that were done at Frameworks at a thrift shop, and I'm gonna replace what's in there with some art. I'm pretty excited about it because the shit would have costed me like $500. These frames are fucking great,
yeah.
and I just found some junk art and a couple of their frames.
Dude, last time I called Jerry's on one of their like 70% off or like half off framing.
With like
sales or whatever.
$1,000.
The thing I still wanted was like $400. I'm just like, what the fuck?
No,
Would
there's
this be? Well, how much would it be if it wasn't 40% off?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to know.
A lot
no,
more.
they're out of
Yeah.
hand. They're out of
For
hand.
custom
40%.
framing, there is no like cheap way to do it unless you're doing it yourself. And I did it. Well, Brendan, my boo, he's got a bunch of scrap wood, and the one painting that I had time to show at our first show at Sassy Ann's, actually, well, it worked out because we wanted to cover up that one piece of art at the end of the stairwell. So I like ripped it off the stretcher that already wasn't the right size, and I sold it. But the chick who bought it, Erin, she's awesome, asked if I could put it on something so that she could hang it over her
Yeah.
couch. And Brendan like sawed up some wood, and so I was able to stretch it on there. And you can always like find scrap glass or plexi to buff up and add on to that. So if you, let's say you've got a friend with a table saw,
Comes in real handy.
yeah. I was talking with Zach Hall actually about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said he's really into showing at the next show, and
Nice.
projecting would be great. And he's trying to figure out how to frame his prints on the cheap.
Where's the next
and-
show? Where are we gonna do this?
Yeah, because I
Well.
don't want to miss this one.
We're Stripe Light is in the running. You know that's
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
place,
about like an anti-static gallery. I think it's what they're calling the front show space. So we're kind of waiting to hear back from Shebs and Sarah Shabaro, who runs the print shop there. She's fucking the best. You should definitely get her on here sometime. But that would be during like big years.
Mhm.
And so even if that space doesn't work out, I think we should definitely
Yeah, I think
figure one out.
we should aim for the 28th though,
Okay.
or the 30th.
And maybe we can have one up like for the duration, depending.
Yeah,
Because a lot of these spots, like, they've got a lot of shit going on musically or sonically or whatever. But,
because I'm doing some other event on the 29th musically
oh, yeah, you should, yeah, talk about that.
at Barley's.
Are you playing?
Yeah, we're playing. So
Oh, fuck yeah. Is it Horser or Attic Guys?
it's Attic Guys. And,
Okay.
it's more Beyond O's curating it for the most part, but it's like a 7-band, like, dark wave electronic.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we should come. You should come out. Will you come out?
Maybe.
It's called Channel Pressure, the 29th of March.
That's yeah.
Yeah, have you heard?
Let me look at my
Adam's
calendar real
fans?
quick because this will give me all the answers I need.
You remember to put things in your calendar?
Well, see, look, my baby mama is a treat, and she
Say a
decks
treat?
out my child care calendar for the both of us for like the next 18 months at any given time.
Yeah.
And it seems that
No.
weekend I'll be with my paternal responsibilities.
Oh,
But
bring him out.
Yeah, most
Oh.
of these. Or, well, oh.
maybe
Yeah.
I've taken him to Stranger Things. But yeah, maybe. But she's so sweet. She keeps our schedule pretty on point for the next 12 to 18 months, and I am ever so appreciative. If you ever hear me talk shit about this
Yeah.
lady, it's because the Body Snatchers got me, and that is the truth.
I just
I
watched
love
that
it.
movie
You
for the
guys are
first
good.
time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow, but no, that's fucking
The Body
great.
Snatchers, like, if
Donald
that's the one
Sutherland.
way. If you know they got me, if I'm ever talking smack about that lady, right
Okay, good to know. Well,
That's good.
so we'll
She-
just run away if you
Mhm.
start talking
Run away. Scream, bloody murder, like just something. Let people know to stay away from me. I'm done. I'm cooked.
Okay.
It's over.
Just
for
scream
me.
and have like the end credits run.
Yeah, let them squash me. It's great.
I love it.
Nobody needs this. I'll take it with me.
Wow, that's good to know, Thomas.
I mean, I'm gonna try with all I can do to take, go down with the ship on this one. Nobody else needs this affliction, but I can only do so much. The Body Snatchers are an external force. I can only wrangle what I got.
Yeah. Well,
Sadly.
that's sort of what we're doing with our shows.
I need,
Body Snatchers.
I need
body
a shirt
snatching.
with fucking Donald Sutherland reaching.
Do. Oh, did we just spoil it? And then roll credits.
When's the last time you watched that movie?
The first and only time was like 2 weeks ago.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I know it's embarrassing. I've got a few embarrassing, like, haven't watched yet or only just watched movies.
I love that guy, Donald Sutherland.
Even though they're
Did
right.
you ever watch
Animal
Casanova?
House?
Casanova,
No.
the Fellini
Animal
film.
House.
The Fellini film he
I
stars
think-
in.
Oh, well, shit, no. Oh, I mean,
It's
I know
fucking
Fellini.
wild. I love it.
Okay,
about
well,
Lock
that's
Up?
on the list.
Stallone and Sutherland. Donald Sutherland.
Another thing, I'm really embarrassed. I haven't watched the Rocky movies or Rambo. I know all the Stallone.
First Blood is one of the best
But-
movies of all time.
I've heard that it's been when you sit down, you're like, ooh, I actually have time.
Yeah.
So
You don't have
what
to
are
watch
the
the last
movies?
two Rambo movies.
No, they're both terrible.
Just
You don't have to
First
watch
Blood?
those.
No.
Don't waste your time.
Okay.
Forget about
I
those.
also used to date a guy that looked a lot like Sylvester Stallone, and
Well, that must have been nice.
Was he able to breathe through
well,
his
I
nose?
was. Sometimes,
Whoa, luxury.
let's say it wasn't a great relationship.
Luxury.
So,
So when you let him,
yeah. So,
No, I love First Blood.
oh, I just got that.
I think I
So
actually
you're
have the
freaking-
entire movie First Blood memorized.
Kind of precluded them sometimes, but I will.
My dad used to watch it like every day.
if nothing else, you have now an experiential touchstone to that piece of American culture, whether you like it or not.
That's
Like,
kind
yeah, I
of how
watched
life
that
goes,
once.
right? Whether you like it or not, this happens.
Hey, watch First Blood. It's a requirement now that
Should
I
we
know.
just put it on right now?
I mean, anytime.
I'm not going to stop you.
I had an idea for
Trigger warning: gunshot sounds. after this.
Okay.
Maybe.
Or
Okay, you
is
guys
that my
keep this secret, but I've got an idea for I mean, I'm being recorded right now, but
It's only a
secret.
secret. It's a secret right now, and it'll stay secret for a couple more days, and then it's going to hit the internet, and it won't be a secret anymore.
I got an idea for a prequel.
It's gonna be the internet's favorite secret.
I got a First Blood prequel in mind. Are you familiar with enough with the movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, when he goes to try to find his friend,
Shambo.
Oh my god! Wait, what is wrong with me? How did I?
Winnie the Pooh.
We're not smack talking China right now, but we can.
Like,
oh right. Oh, because the
okay.
But we can.
Let's move on. I don't know why. I don't know
thing
why.
of, like him and Obama walking together, and now Winnie the Pooh's banned in China.
Oh, it's been banned in China for so long. It's great. One of the nicest cartoon characters on the planet. No go in China.
Just goes to show.
They don't like
If you
honey.
want to find some shit with anything,
like
you
honey.
can.
Like, I feel like it's like being on the spot made me totally forget the guy's name. I have this script written.
Yeah, see, that's what
Gotta pull
happens.
out the scripts.
And it usually happens at the end when I ask people to tell me some people to like have on the podcast in the future, and then everybody's like da 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 da, or they name like 5 people. There's no in between.
The guy who is dead, who he goes to visit, like at the beginning of
Dolph
First
Lundgren?
Blood. It's a D word.
Dick.
Denzel.
Tits.
It's not. It's Darrell.
Donald
It's
Sutherland.
This is embarrassing because I know this.
I can
so
cut
well.
this whole thing out.
But should you?
No, I can by specific request.
Don't wake daddy.
No, come on now. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is. Oh my god.
Gosh, if only
We'll
I'd
get it.
seen
It's a matter of time now. We'll get it.
It's making me sound like I don't know that many movies, but I spend way too much time watching movies.
Okay, well then, what's one movie you know the shit out of?
Titanic,
Ooh,
Fried Green Tomatoes,
that's a good one too.
Saddest Music in
Oh
the
my
World.
god. Oh, I'm sorry that. Oh, that's
True
a great movie.
Stories.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't seen that one.
Oh, any Guy Madden.
Are you going to watch Wild at Heart with me on Wednesday night?
Fuck yeah! Well, I was playing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna go on Valentine's Day, but yeah, let's go.
I'm going Wednesday.
too.
I'm going to be
Let's
there
do it.
Wednesday.
Oh,
Delmar is the name I was looking for.
Okay.
You know, he goes to visit his friend Delmar
Yes.
and he meets his wife or whatever. He's like, Delmar's, you know, dead from cancer, like from Agent Orange or whatever the fuck.
Agent Orange. They're playing
But anyway.
on Saturday.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
They
they
really
are.
where?
At Barley's.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, not Saturday. Friday. Yeah, with
Really?
X Gold. I just read that. Yeah,
Agent Orange with X Gold.
that's what Knoxville said.
Friday.
Valentine's Day.
Oh my god, there's too
Confirmed.
much going on.
I know.
We're playing
Knox
too.
News gets the information out there.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
We're
Yeah.
we're playing at the Pilot with this weird new project. I can't say the name.
I mean, check Knoxville's real quick. My phone's
And then Brandon
way over
Biondo's doing a thing at Fly By Night.
I Fly By Night. Yeah, he's doing New Romantics with
But it's a big Halloween. It's a big Valentine's dance
Don't we
party
wish?
kind of the
Don't
same.
we wish?
I mean, they're
every
both
day.
holidays that
But no,
mean different things.
Yeah, but
Both have
Valentine's
kind of
Day happens in the
nasty
daytime.
histories.
Halloween happens at night.
Yeah.
That's the difference here.
but
Wait, when does Valentine's happen for
During the,
you?
during the daytime.
You talking about fuck first?
Well, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
If that's where we're going
It
with
is
this.
before you get your belly
But
full
you're saying-
on dinner and you eat a bunch
just
of
saying,
roses.
Like, all the marketing for Valentine's Day is like stops at dinner, and then everything for Halloween is like when the sun goes down.
starts after dessert.
Yeah. And then you could continually collect dessert until you're tired.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Too much candy.
you're saying Agent Orange is playing with X Gold at
At
Barley's on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
For the people that hear this in the future from the past, it's already happened.
Well,
See them?
we're
She wants you to look it up so bad.
we're
I can never like 100% trust myself But except for sometimes
Don't you love that?
with occasionally if someone wants to make a bet and I know for sure those few times that I really, really know, I'm like, really? Okay, like I got $100.
But we're signed up to do our new project. It's me, Kat Brock, and
Yes.
and Maggie and
Wait, is that Super
Steve.
Bachelor?
no,
Oh, because I think Super Bachelor.
Super Bachelor sounds really
it's Unarmed Dykes.
Cat Brock.
rat coated.
That's funny. Let's see. Oh, and also Kelly's Hellmouth Haze.
Yeah, they got their-
House
their-
of Desire.
Who?
Their
Oh, and also
event. Yeah,
Wait,
shout
oh,
out.
is that happening?
Wait,
That
Mini-
should be the 15th.
wait, Mini Tiger.
Is that the 15th though?
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna be there.
House of Desire. I
It's not the
think.
14th though.
This is all saying, unless Knoxville's got it wrong, which I kind of doubt. Friday the 14th, Agent Orange with X Gold at Barley's.
Okay, but Kelly's thing is on the 15th.
Let me double
Kelly's
check.
thing says Friday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
says-
Could you guys give me a second? I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit-
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good. Thank
Is this
you.
rude of me?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
We're all
and that's
humans.
Boiler room style EDM house spacecraft. Yeah, that's Friday.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is Friday. I'm a goober. I've read that 5 times on the internet today already. I even posted it to my story.
I mean, yeah, because I was. Oh yeah, wait. Super Bachelor is Saturday.
I want to go,
Yeah,
but I
and
have actual responsible things to do.
oh,
Sad.
childcare time.
Yeah, that and both of my partners are going to be in town at the same time, so it's really nice.
And you don't
And being
want to bring
dad.
them out.
That's not the play.
It's it. Okay.
That's not the play.
I'm sort of having the same thing. Well, Saturday, I'm going on a tour of the Bet Cultural Center,
Nice.
which is great. Then I also have a friend who's got box seats to the Lady Vols game.
Ooh, there you go.
And I mean, as you could maybe tell earlier, got a wide interest of things with, movie, music taste, but I'll say sports is not really included in that. I did play soccer for a long
But-
time growing up, but I'm like, if I'm going to go to a Lady Vols basketball game, I'd want it to be in box seats.
Right. I mean, you got to have that experience at least once, right?
Yeah,
You
but
got the big orange screw too. You need a little bit of
I
luxury.
sure
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
did.
Get that
But
luxury.
I haven't thought about that in years.
Yeah, get some.
I graduated there in 2012, so it was like, I just remember trying to go to art school at a fucking football school
Yeah, felt great.
and going like to the lumber yard and getting wood to bring back to the loading dock so that I could cut and make frames and be in the studio all night, but it'd be during a football game. And so like if you leave the lot, then you've got these folks trying to charge you to park there again.
Right.
And I'm like, I pay tuition, motherfuckers. I'm not gonna park because you make a nickel off this dollar. Like
Right.
you guys are, and I wouldn't normally be like that, but they're being such assholes. It's like you obviously got a pep talk from a Randy Boyd type before he was the one in charge, and they would eventually let me park in there. But it was
you
always
see this
a
hang tag?
hole.
Get off my nuts. Like,
Yeah, but they didn't care. They're like, no, you still have to pay $20. And like, but I'm not going to, and I am going to drive in. I'm going to unload my wood at the. That's what she said.
What did I miss?
You're going to take this load and I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? What I missed?
Going
College.
to art
There
school
we
at a
go.
football school.
Do you need a drink?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Sorry to be a bad influence.
Bad influence. Shh. It's just an influence. I don't know where the bad comes in.
Yeah, it's not like you're.
Oh, but Delmar. I'm gonna get back on this.
Yes, Delmar.
It's a
His
prequel.
ass.
A prequel to First Blood.
Yeah, go do it. Go do it. We
You
can
want-
take turns.
You want to hear? You want to hear the end of this?
I do.
No, you're.
The suspense.
Should I pee like in your cauldron?
Go in the house. I do have a cauldron. I do have a cauldron. No, it's at my mother's house.
Season
She's
that,
gonna
I
give.
dare
She's
you.
gonna leave it to me.
Oh, right.
But it's a fucking real
Big cast
cauldron
iron.
with the
Oh,
3
nice.
Does that
steaks
have your
and shit.
initials on
It will.
it?
No, but he goes to visit his friend Delmar, and the wife of Delmar's like, he's dead, whatever. But I thought really cool prequel would be a movie about Del Mar. And just call it Del Mar in the same font as Rambo.
Yeah.
And you could totally just fucking do that without having to pay any rights to anything.
It's in universe too, so it's totally canonical. It's fine.
Just a movie called Del Mar. And it
he's
happened
badass.
like a couple of towns over, like where he had to run in with the police somewhere else, and he pulled the same shit. Like,
that's how they'd be recruiting them badass dudes.
but to see how people would react to a similar movie about a 7-foot black dude doing the same shit, killing a bunch of cops. Del Mar. I fucking love it. I don't think the same people would get behind it like they do Rambo.
The same people that are upset about Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl would not go watch this movie.
Yeah, fuck those people.
They would not go watch this movie. But that's fine. They can be the same people.
Yeah,
we'll have fun without them.
But yeah, they're my target for sure. But
I love this idea.
Del Mar,
such a good idea.
Thanks. But I didn't see that performance. I like Kendrick all right.
I watched it this morning for the first time.
How was
it? I didn't watch the Super Bowl yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't know that was happening too.
It slipped through the fingers of my consciousness so effortlessly more than it ever has, and I was so happy about it because I was so busy just like doing my own shit, taking care of my own stuff.
Yeah.
Sunday, it was so good. I barely had any fucks to give about the Super Bowl, and then this morning I woke up, burnt one, and I was like, all right, time to watch the halftime show and them goddamn commercials. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I participated in the commercialization of the Super Bowl in the best way I possibly
I don't understand
could.
what everyone's mad about. Like,
No,
like,
it was awesome. That's why they're mad.
There's all this backlash about Kendrick.
Everybody just
because of the
thinks he's a hater.
diss battle between
What was
him and
it? I mean,
Drake.
why are all these rednecks mad about it?
I
Because
don't know.
anytime a black person headlines the Super
That's
Bowl,
what it
they're
is.
pissed.
That's basically what it is,
He
right?
was the first like solo hip hop artist to headline, which I read.
Which was-
I know Dr. Dre had he
He had everybody.
performed with him, but I don't. Whatever article I read was like he was because he was like the only one to perform.
Mhm.
But SZA, is that who said it?
I guess
She came in for a little bit and
On this one?
mhm.
Okay.
she's on his album though. So
Who is that? I don't know who that
she's
is.
a female rap pop
Yeah, I
artist
listen to a lot of rap, but like pop stuff I don't really get into.
on
Like,
both of them charts.
I like there's a lot of stuff in the TDE that like where Kendrick comes from. I was always a little more schoolboy
He's
Q
a
or
Pulitzer
Absol. I
Prize
like
winner?
Absol, but Kendrick's cool. I just don't listen to a lot of him. But what the fuck's everybody mad about? Fuck those people.
He had Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam.
No, we did.
Yeah,
he did
he
as
introduced
the
him.
oppressive white culture representation in his performance.
That's
And it
amazing.
was fucking
Yeah.
dope.
That's fucking great.
And then I guess at one point because I didn't watch the full, so we were watching Celebrity Jeopardy in between. So. But I guess at one point Samuel L. Jackson was just like, "Oh, that's too much," and like denounced it. And also,
Wait, he denounced it?
Yeah, he told him to calm down,
Yeah, tell him to calm down.
be docile.
Wait, he told. Wait, again, wait. Samuel L. Jackson
So
told
Samuel L. Jackson
Kendrick-
was playing this Uncle Sam character that was like an overarching, objective, like oppressive voice that represented American society. And he just told Kendrick that he was being too rowdy and loud and ghetto, and he needs to calm the fuck down.
Oh, live on the.
Yeah, that was part of the performance. Yeah.
Oh,
He was dressed up in Star
okay,
Spangled.
okay.
He was dressed up in a Star Spangled
Okay.
suit, tails, top hat, all this shit, and he was just like, blah, 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 shouting out the semi-racist vague shit.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Also, I read that there was someone who tried running onto the field with a Palestinian flag.
I saw a little clip of that.
But he got stopped.
He got tackled is
But
what happened. Let's not
He
kid
got
about
tackled.
this. His ass
Okay.
got-
I haven't
their
seen
air-
the clip, but it
their
was
ass
like,
got
so
tackled.
no one, like, it didn't get aired on, the big networks. So I feel like the more we talk about that is good.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
Because if
got its
someone,
own
there should have
headlines.
been a ability to protest, right?
Mhm.
Like, it always surprises me that people don't do more of it during the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
enough
but Super Bowl
streaking
tickets are
anymore.
really expensive.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Sure,
get. It's hard
but-
to get there, and then it's hard to get there and cause a ruckus.
The price of freedom
What's it
of
cost to
speech.
get in the Super Bowl?
Oh, like thousands of dollars.
Thousands?
Yeah,
More than 1,000?
yeah.
I couldn't get a Super Bowl ticket for $1,000.
I mean, I don't think so. You might have
I
gotten
don't know.
a very bad seat for several $100s, but like a seat worth a damn.
and
Definitely
spend an
four
hour
digits.
making your way down trying to be like, hey, Trump sucks. And then they like beanbag gun you. Like, never gets shown. Yeah, and it's always blew my mind with the first Trump takeover, how Lady Gaga performed and she had like
Oh, did she?
tons of drones.
Around
and I
that
was
same
like,
time, 2016 or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought for sure she was gonna say or do something, and like she didn't.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
It's like all your talk on this.
That's why
and
it's
you're
hard
like,
for me
you
to.
finally have this giant, like almost global platform.
Yeah, that paycheck was
like,
fucking
okay,
sweet
maybe
though.
you'll get arrested, but fucking do it.
That's why it's
Just
hard
do
for me
it.
to support like a lot of pop, like major pop artists, because
Got tons
people
of
say
money.
they're really good. They do a lot of shit, but it's like I don't hear them doing anything, man. They're in a position to really fucking
Yeah, they're giving this
make a mark
platform,
and
like,
influence people in a good way, and
they have tons of
You're
money.
not-
So yeah,
you
get in
are
trouble
not
with the
doing
law.
that.
You can fight
the
it.
commas on the checks though,
yeah,
they keep coming when
Yes.
you keep your mouth shut.
Oh, right. The checks would still keep coming.
but,
Sometimes.
and also Lady
Royalty,
Gaga.
Yeah.
royalties.
Also, Lady Gaga totally ripped off Roisin Murphy. Do you know Roisin Murphy?
I don't think so.
Well, she was big in the hip hop realm throughout the 90s. She had a band called Moloko.
Okay.
Totally fucking
like,
cool.
Like
I love
Moloko
it.
Velocet, like
Yeah.
from Clockwork Orange.
Mhm.
Okay.
But the person she was dating or something, they broke up, and then that person went and pretty much manufactured Lady Gaga and modeled all of Lady Gaga's outfits after
Drama.
Moloko.
I did
Roisin
not know
Murphy.
this.
It's all copied from Moloko. Lady Gaga's outfits are all taken from Roisin Murphy. You can quote me on that.
Okay. More people
Noted.
should know this.
Roisin Murphy rules. Write it down.
It is
Wait.
on record.
How about Lady Blah Blah?
Who's that?
Actually, put Pumpkin and Nicole and I had a brief stint in Market Square being, like buskers. We called ourselves Lady Blah Blah.
Who's that?
Pumpkin Star,
Oh.
formerly Therese Pumpkin, and Nicole McMinn.
Oh.
And I think I was kind of yelling and playing guitar, and Nicole was sort of yelling too, and Pumpkin was playing the saxophone.
That's lovely.
But yeah, we didn't really have any songs except for like Lady Blah Blah, Lady Blah, and we had a guy paid us $5 to stop.
That's when you know you made it.
Yep,
I don't dislike Lady Gaga.
we were
I
really
just-
bad. though.
I'm not sitting here hating on anybody.
We got $5 to stop, so yeah.
That's a win. I'd be stoked.
I was stoked because we had, I don't know, a
You
few
mean
other
$5
people
to
put
do
in
less?
some money.
Absolutely. 10 and I'll stop. Totally. I won't even let them touch an instrument.
You know about when Craig stood out there in Market Square and had people punch him in the stomach?
Oh, like Houdini style? Did he not learn from history?
How many punches did he take?
Well, he had like a little sign that said, punch in the stomach, $1, kisses, $5.
We know how that went, huh?
I remember when you had your sign set up, like
Oh, the
during
sandwich
host
board?
days, it said like
You weren't around for that, were
nigh.
you? The poop is nigh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Always.
I was around for that.
Always.
Were you in? Did you see that happening?
I saw it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know you that well then, but that was after we had played at Host. And
Yeah. There was a.
remember you guys doing the bloody photo shoot in the back.
And that's when Knoxville was a little more desolate, like walking around with a fucking sandwich board and said the poop is nigh.
Yeah, you were like sitting at the
Poop is on the
four-way
loose.
stop.
Yeah.
That's-
The poop is nice, so great. Like that. There's some impending circumstances here. Like,
I mean, can you argue with me?
no, because you can walk around any corner and see like dog shit or human shit against a wall or on the ground. It's like saying after it rains, the ground is wet. You know, like
Yeah.
like, you keep walking, you gonna find some shit. Literally, metaphorically, like you just keep going.
Yeah.
The poop is not.
But I
The
think
Yeah,
poop is
some things
nice.
you can't argue with.
The Bible
Or,
I carry.
you can...
the Bible I carried around just said holy shit on it. But,
See, I love
That's what
that.
we're trying to bring back. We're
yeah.
resurrecting some
There-
of the host
No,
spirit.
the host, that's the gallery we were talking about
Mhm.
downtown. But where we fucked up is there's no documentation.
Yeah.
I just wish
Just
we
stories
yeah.
We're
and
already-
lore.
Like there's one show where we had like that entire place was packed to the gills, and we built a full guillotine, a real functioning guillotine, and there was an executioner up there pulling the fucking cord, and he was slicing melons, but
Right.
they were like pasted with politicians' faces and all that. But
It's time to repeat.
yeah,
I don't. Yeah,
Relevant.
but because we're also kind of falling into the same problem with it. Because I bet you could like do a call for people who took a lot of photos then,
Yeah.
because we keep like
I don't have a single photo of that.
like I might have.
I would
one or
love to see it.
two. I'd have to go through like old stuff, but some people are a lot better at keeping up with photo
All of
archives
those
from old
melons went
phones.
through one slice after another, but the one that took like 3,
Mm-hmm.
Whose head was
Take-
that?
Oprah.
Oh, no.
Oprah. Fuck that bitch.
There are other people I'd want to
I
slice way
know.
before Oprah.
I don't have it out for Oprah, really, but like it took 3 for. We just kept on pulling weird shit out, like kept printing off different faces. There was Michael Dukakis on there at some point for no reason at all. Like
Dukakis in '88.
I'll vote for Dukakis.
Yeah, vote for Dukakis over Bush,
And then you
right?
pull the string.
HW.
Where's
that?
Kucinich? I want that guy to come back,
Oh yeah, or McGovern.
or just fucking Nader. Where's Nader?
Yeah.
Wait.
Uncle Bernie.
Seatbelts. They're Ralph Nader's fault. But I'm not gonna let that comment pass.
Oh, I thought you were telling us seatbelts. Like, hold on, before you get into politics, strap on your seatbelts.
Yes, seatbelts, literally and metaphorically. Ralph Nader was one of the people championing seatbelts in Congress in 1969 and 1970. So cars got safer and more boring after his couple terms in Congress.
There's some people I feel like shouldn't get seatbelts.
Some people shouldn't have them.
You are not allowed to have a seat.
You, sir, are a
Oh,
danger to
sorry,
yourself
you
and society.
register a 20 on the douche scale. No
That's
seatbelts
what-
for you. You
Are
also
we talking
can't
about that
vote.
social score again? Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's like one of those things. Your individual FBI risk assessment officer has deemed you cannot use seatbelts for the rest of the day. Please proceed about your day. No seatbelts.
I mean, yeah, and also no vitamins.
You're cut off.
You're cut off from seatbelts. You're going to lose modern luxuries next time you don't pick up your dog's shit
No
or your
toilet
credit card
paper
declines in
either.
public. This-
Water.
I love
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Your seatbelts have been confiscated.
That means your car has got a free light weighting service.
Okay.
You're down a pound of seatbelts.
Or just a way to designate, like, in Idiocracy, when they put the giant dildo on the front of the dude. Just so you know, this person sucks. Although Luke Wilson does not suck. He's the smartest man.
He
On
is
the
the smartest
planet.
man.
True.
I
I like
need,
how that
I thought
movie.
your head be bigger.
I need to revisit
Size of
it.
a peanut.
It's been a long time.
Oh,
I'm
well,
sad that
it's
that
a good
turned
time to
into a
revisit.
documentary.
I know that it's. I hear that it's like so in line with what's happening.
It
but
is.
It's shamefully in line with what's happening. Except
Yeah,
nobody's watering the plants with Gatorade. That's probably
Yeah.
good.
I bet someone is.
You know somebody is, but they're not in charge of feeding millions of
This is
people,
what
and that's
plants
great.
crave. Rondo. Like, you want water? Like, what's in the toilet?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you like money and sex? Can't believe it. We should be friends. Yeah. There's a lot. I
And
mean,
if you say
the
that
whole
in real
movie
life
is
and mean
the
it,
quote.
people look at you real funny.
Yeah.
These are the times we're in. That's an appropriate line these days.
Yeah, that came from a character named Frito,
Yeah, see?
and going to Starbucks and ordering a latte is a blowjob. Going to Costco,
Okay,
the
I need-
greeter's
I
like,
need to go
"Welcome to
back. I need to
Costco.
go
I
back."
love you," and Frito's like, "Oh, this is where I went to law school." We're kind of approaching that.
I need to go back and no. When
It's
it's when
less
it's all
just
one store,
absurd.
it's all eventually going to be one fucking store. It's like this Bucky's fucking Amazon shit.
They show the progression starting with Fuddruckers, and then it just eventually turns into butt fuckers. And Ow My Balls is the most popular program. I mean, anytime I turn on the TV these days on networks, I'm like, like you see The Bachelor shit, and the guy's like, I'm just starting to wonder if people are here for the wrong reasons. What he means is love, maybe, but it's like, oh, like not for money.
Trying to commercialize their time and attention for the TV and like get their 15 minutes of fame to stretch a little bit.
I used to think, because don't you guys remember growing up, like being on film or something was terrifying? Like nobody wanted to do it. And then
And now
reality,
everybody's dying to do it.
TV, yeah. I mean, reality, to be clear, is a genre. It doesn't actually mean reality. All these folks are like, yes, get me on there.
I don't know if I was privileged or burdened recently to sit in on an episode of like Love Island All Stars.
What is that?
I wish
Wait, you saw
I wish
that?
I didn't have an answer, but I do, sadly, because I guess I was burdened with this experience. But it's an amalgamation of previous seasons cast, all put in the same place for this season, because it's the All Stars, so it's either all the best ones or all the worst ones from every other season.
Okay.
And
Of what?
And they're in a confined, neutered environment to find love.
So that's
So
where
it's
you
like a
find
dating
it.
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a matchmaking dating.
It's Love Island, Adam.
He's
Every
What
privileged.
else
day.
exists
He's
there?
Every day, man.
Privileged to not know is what he is.
It's an island population that only has love
I
on
don't have
it.
a TV.
No.
Good.
Well,
We,
maybe you should
I
get a
have
Love
like
Island.
I have like a large monitor, computer in the house. We watch movies on some streaming services when we can, when I have time. But I don't
Xtube.
I don't see commercials. I don't have fucking TV.
I had a gentleman behind me in line at Subway the other
They
day,
come on.
and he was
everything.
talking about how an episode of Who's the Boss about Subway was like his favorite
No, that's a
thing.
good show. No, I don't. No, it's not. It's not one that I've ever watched.
Wait,
Finish.
I don't
I'm
want
sorry.
you, but I am into the
Mr.
Bachelorette.
Well, he proceeded to tell me.
Goodbye, Mr. Chips.
He proceeded to tell me how the episode of Who's the Boss went when they were featuring a Subway franchise store, and he was a veteran. I knew that because he was wearing his hat, and he had to be like late 70s, early 80s. And when I told this gentleman that I don't watch traditional TV, I was just like, dude, I don't watch TV. It didn't go over his head. It hit him square between the eyebrows. I mean, he was just, he was just like, what do you mean you don't watch TV? I was like, sir, I have one thing hooked up to my television.
Do you want me to say it backwards?
It's my PlayStation 5, and that's it. So, like, no cable, no, like...
But you have memories of television.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm 33 years old. I know what
Yeah.
television is, and it
Yeah.
sucks. I remember watching things weekly.
Yeah. Charles in Charge.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I know. I can see we're a little bit
But yeah, this older gentleman
separated
was like
generations, but
just flabbergasted that I did not watch like normal TV. It's
Yeah.
like, I guess if I'd have told him I also don't listen to terrestrial radio, he would have had the
Yeah.
same like emotionally violent reaction.
Or tell them I don't use the turlet.
people just don't know how to exist with.
Yeah.
People don't know
It's
how,
like I
how
wipe
to
with my
exist
hands.
without it.
I don't breathe oxygen. Wow.
Yeah, that's.
What?
But the funny thing about this is like we had this little exchange, and then my sandwich was getting made, so I scooted down the counter, and he started talking to the lady that was serving me, making the first half of my sandwich, and asked her the exact same thing, and she said, "Well, yeah, sir, that sounds really cool, but I don't watch TV." And he was just like dumbfounded a second time in a row, because this lady was much closer to my age than his age. So again,
Where was that at?
The Subway on Topside, close to I-40 or
Oh, on
140.
top side.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been awesome though if she was like, "What kind of bread do you want?" And you're like, "What's bread?"
Yeah, this guy would have just had the most challenging day of his life.
Turn it up a notch. There we go.
Or it'd be like, "Let me learn more about you."
Yeah, it's really funny. Either way that went down, that poor fella. It's like, I guess he can't imagine
still
his life
thinking-
without TV.
Got a lot-
He's still
he's
thinking
got a
about
lot
it.
to learn. Yes.
I mean,
He's probably like at the bar every
I'll go
night.
to my
be like,
mom.
I once met a dude who didn't watch TV.
Yeah, he went to his weekly Bible study and was like, "Fellas, You'll never guess what happened to me at Subway the other day.
Or he's like praying about it, like, God,
Man, I'll go to
give me
my
some answers. Why doesn't this man watch TV?
I'll go to my
This
mom.
tall, red-faced man. He needs to watch more TV, Lord.
I go to my mom's house and I like she'll be out fucking mowing the yard, and I'll just turn the TV off. She'll come running back inside. Who turned the fucking TV? Like it's like that. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like
It's like when you wake
She's
somebody
yelling
up.
at
she
sleep.
wants it running constantly.
I had the stereotypical experience with my dad growing up. Anytime he'd fall asleep and I'd change the channel, he'd wake up and be like, I was watching that.
Yeah.
It's like, I bet you were.
Hurry.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, I was watching that.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Or that watching it with your folks. I remember watching The Simpsons, like when a new one would come out every Sunday, and it'd be like The Simpsons. My dad's already asleep on the couch, but my brother would be like, "Yeah!" And he'd like get so excited. My dad would just wake up and be like, "Go to bed." But then we're like, "What?" It's just, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
If I hear your
And
ass
like
get
just kind of
excited
like
late
go
at night,
back
I
to
know what to
sleep.
do.
Yeah, like
Resting my eyes over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that was just his,
My dad was watching
knee
nothing.
jerk reaction.
My
Go
dad
to
was
bed.
my dad was watching nothing but fucking Gunsmoke until he died 2 years ago.
Yo, Gunsmoke is no joke, though.
Just Gunsmoke.
That's
all.
better than Bonanza.
What the fuck did you say to me?
Oh! Sounds like somebody needs to find the door.
You know I'm named after Adam Cartwright, right?
What you say your name after? Are you
Adam
Bonanza
Cartwright.
Adam Dick?
I am a Bonanza motherfucker right now.
Really?
I was named after Adam Cartwright.
No. Any relation
And
to
it goes
Nancy
further
Cartwright?
it goes further than that. Do you know Adam Cartwright from Bonanza?
No.
Do you know Bonanza?
No.
Judge.
But he
There's
was
a wine called Bonanza.
he
It
was
has a
he was
really
the best
cool
he was
label.
he was the best Cartwright. He's the one who dressed in black, and he sang a lot of like he was a singer too. He sang a lot of cool country murder ballads and shit.
Oh, you didn't have to be
But anyway.
Gunsmoke or Bonanza. You could.
He left the show
So it's like
Bonanza
Backstreet
because of
Boys
the
or NSYNC?
racism. He left the show because of all the racism.
Okay, well then that sounds like Bonanza wasn't
Adam
a great
Cartwright.
show.
But guess what? Guess what?
He went on to be.
The actor's real name was Pernell Roberts. So I have his
Wow.
I have his character name and his real name. So my name is Adam Pernell Deal. So I'm named after Adam Cartwright and Pernell Roberts.
You know,
Holy shit!
my son had a recent revelation like that because his name is
I'm
Elliot
learning so
Thomas,
much.
and his initials are E.T.
Oh.
And
Oh,
the
shit.
boy in E.T. his name is Elliot.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
His mom and I double whammied him on accident like that.
Oh, you didn't mean to do that?
No, we didn't mean to do that, but it all worked out.
You
Are you
did?
fucking kidding me?
I'm serious. Yeah, so I don't have any Elliot. I don't have an Elliot in my lineage.
When did that register?
So like 6 or 8 months after he was born, somebody was telling us about the movie, and we're like, motherfuckers. And then like he became aware of it recently because he finally was like, why does everybody say this shit to me that is like, you know, into movies and stuff? And I was like, well, brother, there's
Oh.
it's like, yeah, it's like, well, I guess we ought to break it to you. Here's the scenario. We did you like this, and it wasn't on purpose.
I love it. That's great.
We actually talked about this earlier this week on the phone, and he was just like, you mean to tell me this is how this is? And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry.
What's the last name that follows it?
Zachary.
Elliot Thomas Zachary.
Correct.
It's great. It's a
That's
good
solid
name.
It is a solid name. Carry on traditions from like the male lineage of my family. Added a name that wasn't currently in the family, and you know he has my last name since he's my only born son. So it's a pretty solid name, I feel like. But there's a very well known Steven Spielberg movie that is like right there in the ethos of his name.
Wait, what movie is that?
It's like don't make me do this. Oh god.
Have you ever seen that? Never mind.
Oh.
That German porno. ET porno.
I've seen a lot of those
Oh.
German
Oh,
pornos.
wow. Okay, wow.
There's some
I
weird.
thought you were going to ask me about snuff
There's
films.
some-
I'd be like,
there's some
German
weird.
snuff
No.
films. That's some underground kinky
I'm
shit.
about the
Like,
Maybe
German
it's like-
man eater.
Hey.
Maybe it's like late '80s, early '90s, but it's an ET porno from Germany. But It's real creepy. It's like,
See, I want to know, like,
Sounds
obviously
like
somebody
it.
wants that to happen, but like, how do you convince people to be like, hey, I want to work on this movie with you?
yeah, it's not like I'll watch the whole thing. I've seen some.
I think a lot of people don't get the full.
You saw the last 20 minutes?
Yes.
It's really.
It's like, I'm going to get me and the boys together and we're going to make an ET porno. It's going to be a great week, you guys.
It's really
Oh,
disturbing.
well, if you tell them that
Check
much,
out- check-
they
check
know what
out
they're
a-
signing up for.
Are there Reese's Pieces involved?
Check out a couple of stills from the movie. And you'll get
Okay,
this.
should we make that the theme of the next show?
Oh shit! I'll put it in the flyer. Let's
Okay.
put that fucking weird SET. It's
And you could totally like, what is
Yeah.
it with the circles, the newsprint color transition stuff, whatever the
oh
printmaking term.
yeah.
That you could do that and distress it and make
What
it
is
look.
that-
You got to
what is
know what you're looking at. Make it real.
What is
Make
that
it
called?
real
Real
obscure.
sexy?
Yeah, it's going to be sexy by nature. What are you talking about?
I mean, I saw E.T. dressed up like that lady, you know?
It's like when Bugs Bunny puts on that skirt.
You're right. Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're hunting.
I'm
aliens.
sorry. I'm just gonna hit you with some weird shit. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna show anything.
As long as you actually hit us with
But this,
it. Oh my God. Looks like a green diaper.
Ooh.
Maybe like with menstruation. Oh, I missed my home plane.
that's what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
it say home my home plane?
I missed my home plane.
Oh, whoa, that's a leg. Wow.
Do you get the Gawk
Looks
Gawk
like he's
9000 at
getting
light
a,
speed if you're an alien?
Wait, what?
an internal or something.
Wait, looking like what?
So the Negatory Gallery is going to put on their next show with the ET sex tape, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to do it in the basement of a church
The
with
ET is going to
accompanying
stand for etu.
right.
That's a nutsack.
It's
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's,
Tom.
that's
No, what
ET.
are you apologizing for?
Yeah,
I've already said
interrupted you.
fucking like all kinds of shit. This is
Soliloquy
We're
over
looking at
here.
stills from an ET porn made in Germany.
he
in
hit us with it. He
1994.
wasn't kidding.
I'm sorry.
And now we're struck
Danke.
and shook. Germany be putting out the hits. This one's Interstellar.
Schlaborg. I think that means good night. I don't know. My stepdad speaks German. He's been trying to teach it to me, and I remember
Who
some
has?
of it. Oh,
Yes, I'm glad
my
you picked up.
stepdad.
Dear God, your book has a lot of zip to it. I like science fiction stories. You had very good ideas, and I would like to know where you found them. Your reader, Jimmy.
Did you breathe when that bush was on fire? Because I would have.
Did you huff that bush that was on fire? Yeah, what do you think he started it with?
Oh, it was refracted light from a water droplet at a perfect distance away. Like how them bird nests in Africa catch on fire on accident.
Wait, what are you referring to?
Or
I'm
like
sorry.
how
The
your
acacia bush
magnifying glass
that
burns
was
an
seen
ant?
burning.
Oh, yeah.
you know,
yeah,
the
yeah,
burning
yeah.
bush.
Yeah.
You know, the drug-laden bush in a small rock room with barely any sunlight and low airflow, where you walk in there and you get stoned, make up stories, create a whole religion on
Your
accident.
butt goes in there and gets down.
Dear God, are boys better than girls? I know you are one, but try to be fair. Sylvia.
Where's that? Where's the other one? That. Mm. There's one from Marty. This is where. Oh, okay. You just read that one. Oh gosh.
Preface. Oh gosh.
Dear God, did you have as much trouble learning Hebrew as I am? Are there any easy ways to do it? I know you talk English too, so I am writing in English. Respectfully, Jerome.
Jerome. It's a black Jewish kid. If I can make assumptions.
Yeah,
I can make assumptions.
I haven't met any of these children. This was from what did you say,
Are these
65?
like photocopied pictures of these letters and printed on this page?
Oh, yeah. It's like,
Okay.
it was a book that it was put out in 66. Yeah.
Like this, dear God, I wrote you before. Do you remember? Well, I did what I promised, but you did not send me the horse yet. What about it?
What about
What
it?
about it? Where's it at? Where's my
Lewis.
horse?
What about
You
it?
didn't even say like love Lewis.
Yeah, he said,
or
"Fuck
something.
you,
Just,
Lewis."
It says
Fuck
Lewis.
you, Lewis.
I remember you didn't write back.
Yeah.
I remember.
Fucking Lewis
I
here,
prayed.
dude.
I did what you said, and I prayed for a horse, and you didn't fucking deliver. Like, that's what I get from this.
I didn't touch myself, and I had a great birthday, but still no horse.
Oh, I'm pressed. Why can't you even keep it from raining on Saturday all the time?
Yo.
Rose. I
Right?
think Rose. I hope Rose turned out all right.
Wait, what? Oh, dear God, I got left back. Thanks a lot, Raymond.
I'm going to get my grade 4, I swear.
I got left back. Wait.
I feel like, gosh, anytime you're having a bad day, and there are a lot of bad days these
Dear
days.
God,
just
church
pull
is all
this
right,
out.
but sure could use some better music. I hope this does not hurt your feelings. Can you write some new songs? Your friend Barry.
All right. I want to read one. Well, I'll
Here's-
read one or two, and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Let me figure out how to do this real quick. This doesn't look erotic at all.
Do you want me to
It's all right.
hold
Wait.
it for you?
You should move forward maybe because
But-
no, because
wait,
we combed the first part maybe. No, I was saying
just or you could read the whole
Do
thing
your
and
thing.
edit out which ones you
Let's see.
don't want.
Dear God, if you do all these things, you're pretty busy. Now here's my question. When is the best time I can talk to you? I know you are always listening. I can't always read, but when will you be listening hard in Troy, New York? Sincerely, Alan.
Troy, I have relatives in Troy.
Troy. Well, the world is small. God made it that way.
Thanks, God. My name's not Margaret, but I am on my pyramid.
Let's see. One more. Where's a truly heinous?
yeah,
one?
move.
All right, help me out.
Sing a song.
Sing a song. Yeah, I'll just. This is the reflective.
Do you want to
quiet
do a
period.
round?
What?
Oh, so me. Oh, you know, you pick up.
Oh, is that how that works?
I don't know. Or row, row, row your.
Joint.
Oh, what's the rest of the lyric?
I just roll my joints.
Roll your joint gently down the
Then I lick it.
Down the what?
down the wicket. I can't remember the lyrics.
So this is only about musicians, not music specifically.
Oh, and art. Give me an A.
This one's pretty
Oh, okay,
Alright.
we've been heartbreaking. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Fart breaking.
That's what I need next.
Oh no.
Oh, dear God, I mean the penmanship on this
I
one is
know.
amazing. Dear God, I am the only one in my class who is Chinese. They all say that you are American, but I am too. They all say that you are American, but I am too. So could you be Chinese, right?
Oh.
This kid's asking if God is Chinese. Well.
It's,
Well,
are we gonna solve
I don't
the
think I have
existence
that.
of God? Or
I
not
don't
right
have
now?
the answer for this that wouldn't offend somebody. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
say God's a white guy and keep everybody keep everybody in line here.
Maybe
no?
that was the wrong one to
Yeah.
choose, but
No, I am thoroughly entertained. But if you got another one that strikes your fancy, please run it.
hold on, wait, give me a second.
Should pull up like a Daniel Johnston quote.
Oh my goodness.
It
There's
looks
a
like
lot
Daniel
of-
Johnson wrote all these.
It really does look like it. Yeah.
That half Chinese kid had excellent penmanship. They were taught English very well, and it was cursive too. It was excellent. You know, most of those are in cursive, right? Because it's in the 60s.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
Mm.
I miss that.
So you can see how dangerous immigrants are.
Yeah, I know, right? Darn, we don't have cursive anymore because immigration's wide open borders.
You know, they stopped teaching cursive.
Truly, they did, but my son's not going to get away from it.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, I don't have kids. Sounds
Well,
like you're doing your
My
kids right.
mother was an English teacher, so if I don't teach my son cursive, by God, she's going to beat my ass.
Your mom's
Good.
an English teacher.
Yeah, my mom
Cool.
was a career English teacher. 30
She's-
something years.
She's still teaching.
No, she retired and loves it.
Man,
She is
that's-
certainly enjoying her
some of my
retirement, and
best
bless her
teachers.
for it.
Yeah, Absolutely.
She deserved it. She put up with all snot-nosed little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
And then
I
those kids.
I'm having a hard time finding something good.
That's okay. Dear God, my name is Robert. I want a baby brother. My mother said to ask my father. My father said to ask you. Do you think you can do it? Good luck, Robert.
Here's a cock ring.
Okay. It's like, no, that's just a bread tie. Where did you get this, Robert? All right. So just so we all know, this book is called Children's Letters to God, compiled by Eric Marshall and Stuart Hample. Illustrations in this audio format don't matter. But this is
That book's amazing all the way through.
Yes, every page gems.
Just get them to reprint it.
So that's where we're at. Friends, if you will tell people where you're at, what you're doing, how they find you on the internet, and what you would like to do next-ish, maybe, then we can close this thing out and fuck off into the good night.
Yeah.
I'll let you start with that, but also preface with, can we do a part 2 sometime
Absolutely.
soon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're the shit. So, as far as what we are thinking right now, Adam, you start.
Yeah,
Well,
what can we clue people into to be on the lookout for here relatively soon?
Well, be scared. Number one.
We did wake up today.
Bring extra pants.
The brown ones.
Oh, you
Get
did.
your fucking boots
Bring
on.
your brown pants.
Yeah, brown pants and the boots.
No,
Get emergency contacts.
yeah.
My-
We're gonna have a couple more pop-up shows. We're with the intention of eventually having a full-time gallery. I don't know when that will be. It would be nice to have it before the end of the year, maybe. Can we do it?
Well, we're hoping some things will kind of form
But it's
organically with how much it's happening.
But it's all been received well. We didn't even talk about Pop the Dick on the Devil.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, we can real quick. Go run it.
I mean, our second show, we had it was a Halloween themed show, but like Pin the Tail on the Donkey.
Mm-hmm.
We had a devil figure painted on these
Chris
glass
Albison
doors.
and Daniel Kraft
Yeah.
painted the devil for us
And,
on some plexiglass storefront.
We had the most vanilla motherfuckers coming in there throwing a dick at it. The fucking
A suction cup dildo that thank you, Chris, for shopping around
we
to
were
buy
throwing
it.
suction cup dildos at a back painted devil on a piece of plexi.
Yeah.
So you just
To try and
like,
instead of getting
okay.
its tail, it's a front tail.
so how far away were they tossing it from?
good
They kept
15
kinda
feet, 20
yeah,
feet. Yeah.
It depended.
Okay.
Some people would get closer.
Yeah.
It began with like blindfolding them with caution tape and spinning them around. They'd try and pop it there. And at one point, somebody was
Yeah.
like, what if we just throw it?
Yeah. That whole hatchet throwing's been a thing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a while with
I would
people.
imagine
Like,
a lot of
I
people
prefer
around here are
this.
really good at throwing hatchets. Put a dildo in the hand and see what happens.
With the suction cup. And I mean, support your local sex shop.
I'd go to the Dick Barn, throw some dicks,
Dick
and have
Barn.
a couple of beers, right?
Flying, everyone needs goggles, maybe a helmet. Oh, if you get like one suction to your helmet, like you get a free beer. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
We will. We couldn't do this at the church.
If you catch it in your mouth, your tab is free.
If you catch it in the mouth full speed and have to get the Heimlich, then you drink for free all night. Yeah.
Watch out. That one's lubed up.
Yeah, this it was supposed to become the new popular game of the fall season. But,
Yeah, but
if
we
it
do
happened,
what
we didn't see.
But we do our best to try to collect artists we feel are the
Right, this is actually the meat of it.
yeah.
Not the
The meat of it, everybody.
We have a bunch of friends like throughout the years. So like I am also from Knoxville.
Like truly creative people we're
Since
trying to collect,
Age
So-
3 I've been here, yeah, and we've met so many people throughout the years that make incredible art. That just like one of the hardest things to do, I learned like as an artist, is like promoting yourself and branding yourself.
Absolutely.
It's got to be like very ego driven, and at least I, for one,
I
I'm
have
not
such a
very
hard time with it. I
egotistical.
can't fucking sell myself. It's really
It's
Right.
Molly's favorite part.
It sucks, and like I mean, you just got some matchbooks printed for Negatory, which like I wanted to do for myself because I'm like that
And I
looks
love
better
what you
than
did.
just coucards, but
you should quote
like
the
I couldn't-
matchbook.
yes. Well, was it?
My info is there. See the matchbook.
That was the match being lit and blown out. It's just so much easier to do when because we always want to have group shows
No, the
and
little
reaching out to our
yeah,
friends.
but the little quote you put on the matchbook.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to quote the actual match.
Then we got the onomatopoeia of striking the match. God, that was great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on the back of the matchbook, it says, spark some joy, semicolon, burn it down. And that was kind of just thinking of, we're not trying to tell people to actually burn shit down, but maybe a sentence, to kind of think about, and also with what's going on in this world. Yeah, and a matchbook for you.
Hey, yo.
But it's like, encouraging our friends who have, a lot of them have never even shown before, or if they have, they got discouraged, or they just like haven't made work in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've heard from like a few of our buddies, just like thank you for asking us to be involved in this. Like we're making more work now, or just pulling out old work, because it doesn't have to be new work. And if we come up with a theme, then it's like they can kind of decide what they have, and it can just be like one piece. We always want to guarantee that at least one piece will be there, but they can, bring several. And if we have enough space, then most of them will get hung. But it really seems to be like bringing folks out that wouldn't normally otherwise be out or have their art seen.
Yeah.
So at least on my end, it seems much easier to do the work to get other people to do that than it is to like get my own shit out there. I was trying to have some new work in the shows, but I don't know. I feel a lot more motivated and inspired. Like a lot of ideas come out, like when we're talking about how to put these shows together and while we're installing and just like working with the spaces that we're in and just being creative in this space. If something has like a cool beam like this, we're like, oh, what can we put there?
How can we use it?
What can we do in this nook? And like that terrifying thing that you put at the end of the hallway
challenge.
At the church.
Yeah, like the Sassy Ann's thing that was so challenging, but I love that. I love trying to figure out the space, and
we want to respect the space, like any space that we're in, and kind of like
I would like to carry that
learn from the architecture
through whatever we eventually land on.
Well, there's so many unknowns about showing anything in any space until it's the day and the time you're there to go hang shit. There's so many unknowns about it.
But like just a flat white wall is so boring, and
whenever we dealt with a flat white wall, we ripped up the paint from it and made a gash.
And I'm gonna be honest with you here. Like I'm gonna be honest with you.
I loved it.
Like I have problems with galleries with just fucking white walls, and I know that's what you want to see, but
that's not what I want to see.
I have
not what
I have a couple of eye floaters.
Weird shit.
If I'm walking around in your typical gallery and like I'm seeing my eye floaters, and I just want to fucking scream and run out of the gallery.
Yeah,
I don't know if
you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, and it makes me insane, and I just don't want to be in there. So I'd rather like have a mess to look at,
Yeah. It's more entertaining when there's stuff.
Well, that's at our last show, since we can put holes in the wall, like leaning the wood up against there, and like to have those be sort of like makeshift.
No, the wooden beams were a great idea.
Yeah, it was good. So good.
Because we couldn't put holes in the wall, so
BK.
like we had like 2x4s that had pieces attached to it and leaned up against the wall. And
like leaning stuff like in the window spaces, and then that also brought people like our buddy Ryan Collins to show like do an installation with sound and projection.
Man, you should have been there. It was pretty cool.
You're right. I should have.
You're right. Going back to like how you document how you didn't document the host stuff more. Like we keep trying. Even last time, I thought I was getting it covered by asking a good buddy of ours to document, and he did an awesome thing with like taking like the Instamax photos. And it was so amazing. Like he, we give it to people he took the photos of, but that also kind of need to track down those folks and see if they can take pictures of them.
I have a couple of those.
I do too.
Photos,
we would love to have a social media person who's better at.
Well, I need that, and
like he said,
with my own personal artwork, like I'm not good at selling myself, like I was saying.
Oh, really? Oh man, I feel like you. Like
who
whenever
does
I
this?
talk about
who
you
does
folks
that?
know.
Who sells ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh, we all do a little bit in different ways.
I mean, but I don't know. Who spends hours on social media?
Because we still haven't posted stuff from
I just
the
can't do it. I
last
need.
show.
That's part of like a boundary I have for myself. Like I cannot obsessively just do that all the time. I need to figure out like, am I going to say this today and put that shit out there, and then not act like it doesn't exist for the rest of the day.
No, right. But
But
you did a great job of reaching out to us.
Well, so here's the thing. I don't know everybody, and at some point, I got to ask strangers on the internet questions. So I try to be really friendly about it. And most people that I reach out to don't say no. So I've got a pretty good streak so far.
yeah,
So what warm questions from the ether come to people, and they usually say yes.
warm questions from the ether.
So I can't complain about the generosity and openness and willingness that most people have to sit here with me and meet me in the middle on this conversation.
let's do it every night.
Every night?
Come on over.
Oh, let's go.
But that's rad. That's similar to what we're doing. It's like you reaching out. Like we just thought about like friends and also
Yeah.
artists that we've seen around town that we reached out to be like, we're putting together this show. Would you be interested in showing a piece? So it's
But the
kind of
social
same
media
deal.
thing, like keeping up with that, like it's with what we're doing, and also my own personal stuff, and with my partner, we have a publishing company. We have some books that we put out.
plug that.
Yeah, plug that.
Part Flamingo Press, and we just put our third book out.
Ellie.
Eleanor Scott is my partner, so
Okay.
we put our third book out a couple of months ago, and
They're fucking gorgeous. She writes the stories.
Yeah,
Adam
but-
illustrates.
but that's hard enough to keep up with.
Yeah, it's a lot of hats to wear, and they're all very demanding hats.
Yeah, but they're tied together though. You know,
Right.
I'm not trying to
The
be
coolest hats.
I'm not trying to be a different person with any of them. I'm the same person with all these projects. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
really
I'm not
are.
putting a fucking mask on with any of them, but I'm trying to be myself. But it's demanding to keep up with all those when it comes to social media. But I'm gonna give you a book.
I'll take a book.
Oh, holy shit.
Ooh.
That's these are beautiful. They're like bound with linen and the quality of the prints. Yeah.
Is that okay?
I'm in. They're okay. I'm in. I'm sold. But if we can, so yeah,
Instagram,
yeah.
right?
So I was gonna say, the last two questions usually are, where can we find you on the internet? So tell people where your handles and your things can be found.
Well, so we have an Instagram account that's at NEGATORY, NEGATORY _gallery, GALLERY. I haven't started email thing yet for it, but there's messaging on there. So far, that's what we have.
And I share a lot of my art through my name alone. It's Adam Purnell Deal at Instagram, and also Part Flamingo Press is my publishing company, and you can find me via that.
I have, I guess, an art Instagram for myself. That's Andrea ANDREA .Markel MARKEL .ARRRT. That's 3 R's.
Had to get the SEO down for that one.
Right.
And usually the last question is, since I don't know everybody, who are or could be a people or three that you would like to hear me talk to in the future?
Oh,
Have you talked with Jason Boardman yet?
I don't think so.
Jason Boardman.
Definitely J Guy. Shebs would be cool.
Shebs would be cool. Sarah Shabaro, Jason Boardman.
I mean, God, we know so much. Just talking with Mitch would be fun.
Who? Mitch? That was my first thought.
Yeah. Mitchell Garza. See if you. I mean, you have to try to get him, but yeah, he would be an early one to talk with. What about Craig?
Craig would be great.
He would do it.
Wait, I got something building here. I'm trying to find
I'm
it.
gonna let you cook.
Listen to
I'm gonna let you cook.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. It's almost like us going through the list of artists that we
like how
asked to do stuff.
how deep do we have to go before we like name the same name?
Oh, Cat Brock would be great.
Oh yeah, I get Cat on here.
Okay.
You know Cat Brock?
I don't know any of these people.
She was
That's why I love this question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are some like obvious ones we could go for that are like, I've been in big stuff around here, but
Yeah.
I'd rather keep it to
Yeah. Cat Brock was like on the verge of
she is.
breaking through with some, like her band was pretty hot here in the early aughts, and then she moved to Nashville. Now she's recently back here, but she does visual art as well. But
Maybe Natalie and Ben.
yeah, they had a gallery in New Orleans. These people, we just give you a list of names.
Yeah, you can email it, text it, whatever. It'll all be go fine. And if you want like a certain write up to be in the info of this podcast episode, you can forward me that copy and I will slide it right in there. So if there's something specific you want to tag in there, I'll make sure it's in there.
Yeah, let me let us
searching for a social media person.
We can put that in there too. But
to write this.
You all?
Hey, watch Snapped.
Snapped?
That's the show I work on.
You plug in your shit.
No, I'm
Isn't that about the crazy ladies that kill their husbands?
That's what it is.
Bachelor in Paradise.
I do set design for Snapped.
I am the Bachelor.
Don't watch Snapped. It's garbage.
I'm not.
But that's where we get these great Brostone all vehicle antifreeze stuff. The Brostone. You were supposed to drink some of that, by the way.
I will when you're gone.
What? How did we forget?
But
Gravity.
friends, this has been the latest episode of the KAAMP. If you want to do all the normal things, please share it, like it, rate it, subscribe it, do, I don't know, whatever, put it in people's ears while you're in the car. They don't have to ask, just do it anyway. Make them say, what the fuck is this? And that's fine with me. I'd love it. Just don't ask any permissions. Just put it in their face. Like you do with your friends. But this has been Thomas and the latest episode of the KAAMP. That is the Knox Area Artist Network and Platform thing. We're everywhere. Go find the Red Zactory Creative Etsy shop and get your hoodie and shit. All right, bye everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Thanks, Thomas.